Hello everyone, I have received a few compliments about my slide and I want to show you guys how I clean my slide. But first we're going to start off with the main section right here. This is probably the most important part and a lot of people are wondering, well, how do you clean that, Noah? Well, this is how I'm going to do it. Okay, so I'm going to put that there. Alright, and then you're going to see me do this. You're going to want to take off the back cover first. And then put it in a bucket so that way you don't lose it. Go ahead and take off the leather thing if you have one, or anything protecting the lacquer from your acidity. Alright, and then you want to get a screwdriver. And luckily for me, I have a screwdriver right here. And you're going to take the next best thing, which is this ball bearing joint off. You want to hold the thing so that way, and then just twistly undo it. Alright, and don't lose that screw because you're going to need that back. So lose that there. Alright. And then you're going to unscrew the cap for the thing. It'll take a while to get it out. Sometimes it doesn't come out, so you have to be patient. Alright, and oh, yeah, that's why you don't lose the screw. Alright, and I'll put the screw there. Alright, and then hopefully this should come off clean. Alright, there. So you have that down, and then you want to get these guys with the plastic. So you want to pop these guys off next, and you don't want to lose them, so you put them right there. Pop them off, okay? And then you're going to get a Phillips, and you're going to take these off. And I think they're Phillips. Stay tuned, I will find a Phillips. Alright, and then you take your Phillips. You can buy these at their local hardware store. And you gently undo it. And you don't want to get these too tight, and you don't want to lose the screw. So that way it doesn't go down your drain. I'm going to put a towel so that way it doesn't go down the drain. Sometimes they're harder to get out. There we go. Okay, so I have the screw out, and then I'm going to do the other one. Just got to be careful, you know. And hold it so that way it doesn't go anywhere. Take the screw out, and the plate comes off. And now you're just down to the bare bones, and that's the only thing. So now the trick is to get this thing off. There's a specific name for it. The joint, or the top of the cap of the valve. So this is not the same thing as this. This goes on top of this. And you can like see that it like moves. Or no. You can like move it like that with the thing. And that's what, you know. So now the best thing to do is to get it off. And this is going to be a tedious procedure. I would recommend using a wooden dowel hammer or a small jeweler thing. Hold on, I'm going to be right back. Alright, so you're going to take your jeweler thing and you're going to find the cap and you're going to pop it off. And sometimes if that doesn't work, sometimes you can do a trick. You can beat on this thing. And sometimes it pops the cap off for you. And there it goes. I'm cleaning and making a video, now shut up. Alright, so I got that off, and this is what comes out of it. And this is where all the rust and deterioration occurs. And that's what you're going to be cleaning, because the oxidation of metal goes right there. You can see some of that green stuff, and that causes your valves to deteriorate. And then there's some calcium on there, if you can see a little bit from your teeth and food, and then some of the tuning slide grease. So I got that off, and I'm going to put that in the bucket, the same bucket with the other thing, and we're going to do that later. And if you wanted to take, I would recommend taking this off too, but that's up to your decision whether you want to do. And this is what the inside looks like. You can see, I don't think you can see that. Here, I wonder if I can hold it up. So in there's like food, and there's dirt and shit and everything that you want to get out. So this is what you're going to do. You're going to take some, well, there's actually two ways. You can take a toothbrush, just a regular unused toothbrush that you used in the past, and you're going to take a clean bucket, and then you're going to take some isopropyl alcohol. The higher the percentage, the better it's going to get done. And you're going to open this up, and you're going to clean it. Alright, we're going to pour it in the bucket. Doesn't really matter, as long as you get enough to clean the inside. And this is where you want to put it over a sink, so that way it doesn't get your counter all full. And it's really strong stuff, so if you're very, very nauseous with the smell, I would recommend doing it outside, but I do not have space or time to do it outside. Alright, I'm going to remove my stuff, and we're going to set it down right here on base. And now I have a place for it to drain and go down. Alright, we're going to take your toothbrush, and you're going to dip it in that, and you're going to scrub out. And if you get a snake too to clean out the insides, that'd be great too. But we're going to take a bath, and I want to show you guys later. Yeah, there's some food in plaque, so that's good. This alcohol really does clean up the small particles and miniature particles that you don't really want in your valve. So that's good. I'm cleaning out that. Toothbrush really does do the job. I like it. And then sometimes I take a mouthpiece cleaner and I dip it in there and I clean out the hole where the thing is, where it rotates, so that way you can get a nice good rotation on that pivot point. And then you're going to pour this in there just to flush it all out. And that's what you don't want to do. Me being silly, I just did that. Alright. Alright. So now I'm going to get my snake and I'm going to clean out the inside. And this is a Conselmer Bach snake. You can go on their website. I don't know what their website is called. There's more dude fruit. Okay. Interesting. Okay. I'm going to take this into my bathtub now, and I'm going to, well, I can't, Alright, so I'm going to, instead of doing that, I'm going to dip it in the alcohol, and I'm going to clean it out that way. Yeah. See, look at that food I got there. It's all calcium and food from our teeth. We're spitting up some of our acidic acid into the horn, and that's what gets it all dirty. So if you're thinking, oh, it's just dirt, well, some people play outside. Alright. Alright, so I'm going to tilt this up. I'm going to let it drip down. Alright, I'm going to put that right there. How can I do this? Okay. And you're just going to clean the inside. You're going to take the main tuning slide off first. Put that over there in a bigger bucket, and that way you won't lose it. Alright, and since there's nothing to depress your valve or anything like that, you're going to simply push it out, because there's nothing for it to depress, it's just air. Right, and then now you're going to take your slide, you're going to dip it in there, you're going to clean out your valve down this way. You get all that food out. We'll clean out this one. Oh, there's food. Oh, shoot. I want to show you that one. There was like food all the way up around there. I wonder if it's actually still in there. Hold on. Alright, I'm going to pour this stuff down in here, and you're probably going to see some food come out. Yep, there was some food. See all that stuff? All the plaque and dirt? You can see some of that. It's disgusting stuff. Alright, so now we're done with that. I'm going to dry up this and we're going to prep it for a bath. Alright, so you're going to use lukewarm water. You're not going to use hot water. Hot water can deteriorate the lacquer on the brass, and you don't want to do that. So you want some nice warm water. Okay, so we have warm water, and then you're just going to flush out all the dirt. And there's some dirt coming out right now. You want to do it with the back one too. And then flush out your valve casing. You don't want any of that alcohol in there. After you leave it in there, it's going to rust out your valve. Wash the valve. And if you choose to put soap, use a gentle soap on your lacquer to clean it. Me, I just use water, and I can have another way I'll show you later. Clean the valve. And rinse it some more. once you're done with that, you would dry. And then you're going to take, I'd buy a big towel like this. I bought this at Kroger. You could buy these anywhere. You can buy them at Costco. And then you're going to shake it dry, and you're going to dry it now. Sometimes you can shake all that water off. Careful not to drop your bell. So that would be bad and sad for you. And you're going to keep doing this until there's no water. Alright, and now you're going to scrub these plackers, or not plackers, excuse me, the plates. And right now, I'm going to scrub this out. You want all that green stuff to be gone, or try to. Scrub, scrub, scrub. Then you're going to take the other one and you're going to scrub it out too. And then you're going to wash this with water. And your other one too. And then you're going to dry them with a towel. And you soak this in for about a minute. It's the cap. And you're going to wash that. Get all the alcohol off. And then you're going to dry it. And some of these processes you just got to take patient. Sometimes it takes over an hour to clean your horn. The fastest thing you can do for yourself is just to lubricate your valve every time you pick it up, or any have a chance to go drop some rotor oil. I like to use the Hetman stuff because that's really good. And for your slides, I like to use Schilke. There are other products out there, but that's what I just like to use, and that's really your preference. Alright, this looks good. Now you're going to clean your slides. You're going to pour some of this in there. Not too much. Then you're going to take your handy dandy slide thing and you're going to clean the inside. Make sure not to get any in your eye. And there was a whole bunch of dirt that just came out. Look at all that. It's been sitting in my horn for like 6 months. Rinse that off. Pop more. dump all that alcohol out, and then you're going to rinse your tanning slide. And sometimes the brass part, not the lacquer part, but the brass part, you can use some bright silver polish and clean that up too, and polish the outside to get it back to normal, somewhat state. Other than that, you just rinse it with water, or use brass soap and wash it with the whole entire thing. Alright, I'm going to dump all that dirt. And you're going to take your towel and you're going to dry. And another thing to do is don't do it in front of your pets, because sometimes if they drink the alcohol, it might affect them a little bit. So just make sure that you keep your pets away from dangerous chemicals, like, and my cat's right here. So just don't let them come up here on your workstation. Looks clean. Smells clean. Alright, we're going to put it back. Now you're going to clean your F attachment slide. You're going to pour some in there. And you're going to, and then you're going to slide that in there. Careful not to get it stuck. Sometimes it can be a pain to get it out of there. You're going to scrub it in there. There's a lot of dirt. This one's kind of hard to wash in your sink, so this is what I like to do. I like to take a funnel like this and take it in your bathtub. And I will be right back. And then you're going to dry this off with a towel. I like to use the bigger towel on this one. Dry the ends off. Get it nice and dry. Sometimes you can shoot some water out. And it's all dry. Okay, and then now we're going to reassemble everything. So the first thing I like to do is I like to do the valve first. Make sure it gets nice and clean. Sometimes make sure it's clean. You take some cheesecloth, also known as muslin, for those other people that like me or Wisconsinites. Make sure everything is out of there and it's dry. Alright. And now we're going to put everything back together. So you're going to take your valve, along with your valve casing. And this is the first thing. And you're going to take your rotor oil. And this is where a rubber band comes in handy. If you could like rubber band the thing back. But I do not own a rubber band this time, so. And this side, not this side, the short end, but the long end goes in towards your other side. So the short with the cap goes right there. And it's a tight, snug fit. You're going to pour some oil around, move it around. Pour some in here. Get the gravity flow going. And it should feel pretty fast. Like clean new. Alright, and then you're going to attach the cap. Now, there's a line. Now, all trombones have different lines, but there's a line on there. I don't know if you can see it. There's a line right there at the bottom. And you're going to line that up with the line that's on your trombone. And mine is right there. So you're going to line it up with the bottom. And then you're going to press the cap on. Sometimes you can take that drumstick that you had and beat it back on. Alright, once you get it on, and I know that it's on because I can move it on this side, you're going to put your other cap on. Nice and clean. And then we're going to move on to this side. And I have my trombone stand, so that's why it's not there. Alright. Alright, first things off, you're going to take your small... You know what? I'm going to work on that on the drum. I'm going to work on this guy. Put this guy back on. And the D, the top of the thing looks like a D. You're going to put the D on this way. If it does not fit, sometimes you can put some tuning slide grease. Or maybe some regular rotor oil. Just lube it up just a little bit and squeeze it on. Just work it on. We'll be right back with you folks. Alright, I got that piece back on. Now I can freely spin all the way around. And it's not going to spin all the way freely around, but it's nice to know. And now you're going to put that big round circle on. You're going to take your handy dandy screwdriver. And to know that it's perfectly lined up and it's not everything, I like to go to the left first. And once you hear a click, and this is easier to do down, facing down, with these rotors. And it clicked, and now you're going to screw it on. You're just going to get it on. And now you're going to get your... You're going to wait to do that. I'm actually going to go on the floor. I'm going to take a field trip. Alright, and we're going to put the smaller screws on. There's one piece I'm missing. I'm going to put your shoe horse gadget back on. part that stops it from rolling past the center. I'm going to line up each of the ones with the hole. I'm going to set it in the hole. Get it started. Same thing with the other one. You're just going to get it started. Nothing tight yet. And then you're going to put the black things on. Black stoppers, you're going to push them back on. Now you're going to tighten the other ones. And now you're going to put your rotor back together. And we're going to move this way. Right there. And we're going to take the small screw and you're going to put it back on the trombone. Insert it through the hole. Sometimes you can have a sparing oil. And you're going to hold the thing. You're going to twist it back. This is not easy. Line up the hole. Get it started. Take your screwdriver, tighten it back up. Press it back. You're going to tighten it. And you have a working rotor now. That feels nice and smooth. Alright, now for the tuning slides. You're going to take your tuning slide and you're going to apply your tuning slide grease that you prefer on the end. Apply it to both sides.